Hey guys, welcome back to Facebook Keto Kitchen, where we're continuing our 12 days of keto. So today is day 5. Oops, that's 10. 5. And since it's day 5, we're going to do 5 golden rings. So for our 5 golden rings, like the song says, we're going to be doing onion rings, which I absolutely love onion rings, and they're just delicious, especially on top of hamburgers. So we're going to get started. I'm going to show you everything that you need to do this. It's really a simple recipe, and it's a recipe that I have actually in my new e-cookbook. So I'll link it below if you're going to go get that cookbook, and I think you do, because there's a lot of good recipes in there and so yummy. And of course, they're always keto friendly. They're also low carb, and they're also sugar-free recipes. So you can always share them also with your diabetic friends, or people just want to be healthier, you know. So anyway, besides that, let's get started. So let's make our onion rings. So in this bowl right here, I've already prepped 3 eggs. I beat them and I put a little bit of heavy whipping cream in there, like 2 or 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. Here I have our onions already sliced up into ring shapes, okay? Because you know what an onion ring, it has to be a ring, right? So I got those chopped up, and I like to use like sweet onions or Vidalia onions that are sweeter, so that when you bite into it, it's not so harsh. But that's just me. If you have a regular onion, go for it. In this bowl right here, I'm going to whisk together 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. So the Parmesan cheese that I do have in this one is the kind, normally you guys know I like to have fresh Parmesan cheese, of course. But this time, this works better with this recipe with the dry Parmesan that you shake, you know, Kraft or whatever kind that you get that's dry and crumbly, because it'll adhere to the onion ring itself better. I have 1 cup of almond flour, half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and also a half a cup of coconut flour, okay? So we're gonna mix all that together, guys. Let me move my phone, because I have the recipe on my ebook on my phone on Kindle, which makes it super easy, guys. I love that. So we're going to get all this mixed up and get it well combined. And I have them in different bowls because it'll be like a dipping stations, guys. And what we're going to do is dip the onion inside the egg mixture, then back inside this dry mixture, and then back again inside the egg mixture, and then back in the dry. Because I like a double coated, I like things double coated. Like when I do my chicken, I like it double coated because it just gives a nice, thicker, crispier exterior. So yeah, so let's get this all mixed up. Okay, there it is. All right. Now everyone's not an onion lover. I mean, I love onions, grilled onions on my burgers. It's just me, I just love them. But some people don't like onions, but these ones are really, really good, and they're keto friendly, and that's the cool part. I mean, do you guys like onions? I think they're delicious, so that's me. My husband, not so much. Jimmy does not like onions. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna show you how to do one real fast, or a couple. We're gonna dip it. It's really, really super simple, guys. You wanna make sure you get the coating in the center of it, like make sure you get all around and on the outside too. Put it in this. And then I like to inside the, I don't know if you can see that, but in the center of the onion, I go like that so that the center gets coated as well, and then all on the outside. And guys, you know to keep one hand wet, one hand dry, so that you don't have a goopy mess all over your hands. So that's one coating. Dip it back in, use your wet hand. Make sure you get all in the center of the onion. Get it all saturated. Oh, get in there. And this is a process, a little bit of a process, but guess what, guys? And you know I always do my shaking technique, of course, to get it all covered. And then in the center like that, nicely coated. This is just gonna make it super crunchy, guys. So I put a baking rack on a baking sheet, so that, and I also put a little bit of coconut oil on there so they don't stick. So there's one, nicely battered, look at that. So it's gonna be a thick, crunchy batter. So what I'm gonna do is finish all these up, and then we'll show you what the next step is. Okay, so we have our onion rings all breaded up, twice breaded. So what I have here is a half, or say about a 1/3 cup of oil. I like to use coconut oil because it's healthier, but you can use your oil of choice. And what I like to do is just drizzle a little bit of oil on each one of the onion rings, so they can kind of have have that like baked, not really so much baked, but more of a crunchy fried feel, if that makes any sense. Yeah, but that gives it that little extra oily feeling, as if they actually got fried, you know. So that's just my thing. They'll bake just as good apart from the oil, but I mean, this will make it just that much more better. So let me go ahead and oil these up. A little drizzle on each one. These are going to come out delicious and crispy. Yeah, let's see. Last one. And that onion, actually I have extra onions and extra batter over there on the counter, so I'll finish those up later. But I like to do them in batches. And definitely remember, guys, to oil your baking rack, because you don't want them to stick to it, because they could stick to it if you don't, okay? So we got a nice drizzle of oil on each one. Get it nice and good, guys. Then what I'm going to do is sprinkle it with a little bit of additional salt, okay? And I forgot to tell you, make sure you turn your oven on to 375 degrees, okay? Don't forget to do that ahead of time, of course. So we're going to sprinkle with a little more salt, hit it with a little more salt, just to give it that, you know, crunchy, salty taste, because that's what onion rings are, crunchy, delicious, and salty. Okay. Put them in the oven now at 375 degrees, guys. I'm going to bake them till they get golden brown. It usually takes like 15 to 20 minutes, and the onion will get nice and cooked in the center, and it'll be golden and crispy for our 5 golden rings. So I'll be right back. Let me put those in the oven. Okay, so our onion rings are all done. Look at that crispiness. They smell amazing. So I'm going to try one. That onion in there is really tender. You have a little bit of saltiness from that parmesan and additional salt, guys. These are really good. I love it. And they taste like they've been fried, because like I said, when you bake them and you do that double batch, guys, look at that. Do that double batch in there. It makes it taste so good. Sorry, mouthful. And they're delicious, guys. So definitely give these ones a try. You see how super easy it is, guys? Have your kids help you. If you have kids, have them help you doing the dip portion, so that they feel like they're doing something and having a good time cooking, guys. And that's what family and the holiday is all about, you know, cooking together and enjoying each other. So I'm Rosemary from Faithful Keto Kitchen, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Heck, if you like onion rings, give it a thumbs up, okay, guys? And definitely subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell when you do, so you don't miss any videos that I upload. So I thank you guys for just being a blessing in my life, and happy Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I love you guys, and just have a blessed day. Bye, guys.